After back-to-back top 25 wins, this week's Fox Sports Army National Guard of the Week is Kadary Richmond of the Seton Hall Pirates. Kadary Richmond, what was the feeling like at the Rock on Saturday as you guys take down number 7 Marquette?
We had it was a great feeling. It was electric out there. The fans played a big part in that. We went down early and we fought back, and the message got it all, stay together and play on.
How would you sort of break down your approach as a leader now, as a senior for this team? And in these Big East games, you're going up against heavyweights. How much have you tried to be a leader, knowing you have to be that for this Seton Hall team to knock those teams off?
Just being every day in practice, just showing up and making sure I try to set the best standards for everyone else, and hopefully they follow, which we've been doing and the work has been shown. So I'm just happy that I'm surrounded by a good group of guys, and Shaw gave me a chance to be a captain of this team.
Shaw gave you a chance. I want to go back to your first college chapter because you're at Syracuse. It doesn't work out. You transfer, and you first transfer to Kevin Willard when he was at the Hall. But then Shaw takes the job when Kevin goes down to Maryland. What has that relationship with Shaco Holloway turned into? How has it evolved?
It's like a big brother, little brother relationship. So we both hear each other out. It's not always the best back and forth, but I think we get our message across, and we both understand, because he was a good point guard himself, and he just trying to mold me into that too. And I trust everything that he has planned for me, and it's been working. So I'm just glad to play for a guy like that.
And he's a guy from Queens. You're a guy from Brooklyn. So is that just part of the New York City basketball flavor there, that you guys are going to be tough on one another?
Yeah, I guess you would call it that.
What else would you call it?
A lot of pride, competitiveness, both two competitive guys. But it all comes from a good place on both ends, so I'm fine with it.
As you should be. When you're beating UConn, Providence, and Marquette, it doesn't matter how you got there. You got there, and you're 3-1 in the Big East. I want to go back to your roots because I know the story, but the country might not know the story, because your nickname is Cooks.
Yes.
When did that start?
Playing outside in the parks, and there was like a guy on the microphone, and he just came up with the idea, and everyone just ran with it ever since. So shout out to that guy.
And you've got some merchandise now, right? In the NIL space, there's some merch coming out, right?
Yeah, we got a few Cook's Corner tees. We got a That's on Them tee. We got some tees growing over here.
Okay, that's on them. I love the phrase. For those who don't know, when did you say that's on them? How'd that happen?
They told me, I forgot. I think the question was like, what people are looking at their phone shocked right now. So, I mean, we weren't shocked. We expect to win, so that's on them.
And that was on them. After you beat Connecticut, that's exactly what the reporter said to you. He said a lot of people are going to look at this score and say they're shocked. And I guess that's the other thought that I have with this team is you get off to a 7-4 start. At one point, you're 5-4. And this season was sort of in a tough spot. Give us a peek behind the curtain here. Take us behind the scenes. When did you guys come together and start to play better basketball?
I think it was after a meeting when he told us that we're not playing with the passion and the grit and the heart that he thinks we should be playing with, and taking on like his mold of who he is. So I think after that, it just flourished into the Missouri game, and then it just transferred over, and we still on that same thing that he's been preaching since then. So just be an everyday guy like he asked and just following what he's preaching.
What Shaco Holloway is preaching, and now what you guys are about to do, you've got a road game at Georgetown on Tuesday night, 6:30 on FS1. So you come off these big wins. Now you're facing a team that obviously only has one Big East win and is down in the standings. How do you keep the same mentality?
You got to approach every game like it's your last, and that's what we plan on doing, and that's what we're preparing to do.
Kadary Richmond, what is Seton Hall University showing the college basketball world right now?
We're ready to go, and we're ready to play against anyone, and we're right there with the best of them.
And you are the best of them. You are the Army National Guard of the Week. Kadary, congratulations. Best of luck this week against Georgetown. And then you've got Butler on Saturday, that game on FS1 as well. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.